Welcome to Holy Grail RN. Please subscribe the channel for the latest videos. Let's start the topic pathway of bilirubin metabolism. Before starting the topic, let's discuss about what is bilirubin. Bilirubin is the product of RBC's breakdown. Approximately 300 mg of bilirubin is formed per day. Now we will discuss about the formation of bilirubin. As we already discussed that bilirubin is the product of RBC's breakdown, so the process starts from the red blood cells. That the average lifetime of red blood cells is 120 days. So the red blood cells are continuously undergoing a hemolysis process. As the red blood cells disintegrate, the hemoglobin is degraded, or we can say broken into two parts, that is the heme and the other is globin part. Firstly, we will discuss about the globin part. As we know, globin is a protein. So, it will further divide into the amino acid that will be reutilized in the body. Nextly, we will discuss about the heme part. Heme liberates iron molecule which present in pyrrole ring, which is further reutilized in the body. Simultaneously, heme breaks apart into biliverdin. Biliverdin in the presence of enzyme heme oxygenase and also uses a molecule of NADPH. Next, from biliverdin, it will convert into the bilirubin in the presence of enzyme bilirubin reductase and also uses an molecule of NADPH. With this process, bilirubin is formed, but this bilirubin is unconjugated bilirubin, which is water insoluble and lipid soluble. This bilirubin is an orange-yellow pigment. This whole process occurs in reticuloendothelial cells of liver, spleen, and bone marrow. This unconjugated bilirubin will be transported through blood to the liver for the further metabolism and its excretion. So in the blood plasma, there is albumin which binds with bilirubin and make bilirubin albumin complex. Here is an important point that one molecule of albumin can bind to two molecules of bilirubin and will get transported to the liver. When bilirubin albumin complex reaches the liver sinusoid surfaces, bilirubin taken by the hepatocytes inside the hepatocytes, bilirubin will bound to cytoplasmic protein ligandin. So this process is also known as the internalization of bilirubin in liver. This is a very important process because it prevents the reflux of bilirubin from liver to the blood. Now we will discuss about the conjugation process in the liver. So here is the conjugation in liver. So bilirubin will conjugate with glucuronic acid in the presence of glucuronyl transferase enzyme and will convert into bilirubin monoglucuronide. One more molecule of glucuronic acid will bind to bilirubin monoglucuronide in the presence of glucuronyl transferase and form bilirubin diglucuronide. So this form of bilirubin is conjugated form and this is water soluble form of bilirubin. As we already discussed that bilirubin will be converted into bilirubin diglucuronide with the help of enzyme glucuronyl transferase, but if there is deficiency of glucuronyl transferase, then it will lead to Gullivid syndrome, which will be characterized by unconjugated hyperbilirubinemia. Now we will discuss about the excretion of conjugated bilirubin. So excretion of conjugated bilirubin into bile is mediated by multispecific organic anion transporter that is located in the plasma membrane of biliary canaliculi. So the conjugated bilirubin, or we can say bilirubin diglucuronide, will reaches the duodenum with the help of, or we can say through the bile. Then it will reaches to the large intestine. Intestinal bacteria deconjugate the conjugated bilirubin. This free bilirubin is further reduced to the colorless urobilinogen. Urobilinogen in the large intestine will further reduce to the stercobilinogen, which is further reduced or excreted in the feces form. Around 20% of urobilinogen will reabsorbed from the intestine and return to the liver by portal blood. This urobilinogen is again re-excreted, which is known as enterohepatic circulation. Some amount of urobilinogen passes through blood and reaches to the kidney, and this will secrete into the urine. Urobilinogen and stercobilinogen both are the colorless products, but urobilin in urine and stercobilin in feces represents normal color of it due to the atmospheric oxidation process. So here is also a flow chart of the whole process to easily remember the metabolic process. So this is all about the metabolic process of bilirubin. Thanks for watching this video.